Hope you're good. Richmond.
Senior.
Tell I hope you are good.
Yeah.
You make me miss you so much. I don't know why.
Yes, I mean.
Jata man Mike na kwa na man phone hu na nim wo TV so na. Odi boni bi o match no.
So I miss you guys.
You make me miss you so much. Where have you been hiding? Where have you been hiding?
I've been around. I mean, so 1 or 2 work and stuff, but right here.
Signing more deals for your artists.
Yes. Doing a lot of work.
Fela Makafui. AKA Mrs. Frimpong.
Yeah.
Have you also started signing deals for Ireland as well?
Oh yes, we have some 2 pending deals for Ireland, and let me say a big happy birthday to Ireland from
today.
Yes.
Oh,
today is Ireland's birthday, her first birthday. So
wow. So she's one today.
Yeah. Just 10 days after her mom's birthday. So
okay.
Yeah. So today is a big birthday for Ireland. So from here, I'm going straight to the Frimpon's mansion to go and celebrate.
I know, right. So this man, he's signing deals. He's signing deals. But we're going to have a discussion. I believe that you guys are prepared for this discussion.
Yeah.
We have all seen the concert of Burna Boy in O2 Arena. And so far, everyone is talking about it. The numbers, the making of the show, and how everything went on. Let's go onto the screens. This one, we are sorry to those who are not watching TV or maybe watching it live on Facebook. We are very sorry. Later, you can also find time and watch this. But we want to start the discussion with what we are going to see on the screen now. How the gentleman, the performer of the day, was introduced onto the stage. And after that, that is where the discussion proper will start. Remember, like we have been talking about, we can also do it. But what do we really need? Is it just skills or resources? Is it just skills or resources? Let's go to O2 Arena. Check this out. We'll be right back. This is just the introduction of the artist on the stage. You need to see this. You need to see this.
Aircraft that someone in our country just doesn't recognize.
Terrified Londoner who reported seeing something silvery, luminous like a full moon that hovered motionless over the rooftop.
But in this case, federal lawmakers who've been briefed on the sighting say we're dealing with something quite different this time.
Drifting through life, facing many giants, obstacles, threats, and tough decisions. In this journey, you have to rise above, pull from your inner strength, and be the best version of yourself and defy the odds. Climb dimensions no one else has.
Hundreds of reports that have now been released in the UK documenting what thought they have seen over the skies one day.
We don't know who they are, don't know what it is, and it's not. Regardless of the obstacles, go the distance to full extent.
Suddenly we move in a direction faster than anything that they had ever seen. There's something there, we just don't know what it is.
Space is a vacuum, but it's far from empty. And we are just getting started.
Well, we're looking at a true unknown, which is to say military aviation. Himself has admitted this continuing trend of the truly unexplained things coming into the public consciousness more than they have.
The U.S. government has released an eagerly awaited report on unidentified flying objects. The federal government is unable to explain as many as 143 objects encountered on military aircraft in the last several days. Despite speculation in social media, the report does not suggest aliens might be behind the sightings, but it does say that identifying the objects or phenomena may be beyond the existing means of
Oh my goodness. If you missed this one, you have to go watch it again. Something so beautiful, and I'm asking that, what do we need? Is it the skill to do it or the resources? Richmond,
Senior,
let me start this with you.
this is where the job is difficult.
And this is why you are being called the difficult task.
You know, for me, there are three things for this show. One, the technical know-how is there. You can see the resources also playing a part there, and also the Nigerian numbers.
Okay.
So, I mean, even before the discussion, we're having a pre-discussion outside, and you could know that. I mean, Senior was sharing some details that we have the number of Nigerians in UK or United Kingdom. There are lots of them. The numbers are very huge.
But I'm not sure we should even argue that only Nigerians attended this.
Oh yes, I mean that's a fact also. Yeah. But we're looking at the numbers. I mean, obviously you have more of them because of the purchasing power for such a brand that belongs to them, and the technical know-how is there. So, I mean, look at the entry. I mean, this is well taught, and we were looking at some ideas as to how, whether he was in the big drone up there or he came from the ground, or you could clearly see that the
show actually had the title, the hashtag Space Drift.
Oh, so you can see. All right,
Space Drift.
All right. So the avatar things and the
exactly.
I can clearly say that for Ghana, for any of our artists to be there, I manage an artist, and this is a very difficult job, but I can say we can do it. We can do it. Oh, I mean,
no. But is it Richmond? The main question is,
yeah.
Is it the skill? As in, do we still have people in our industry who can also think to this level? And if we have the people, how about the resources to do it? So this is where I want us to do the discussion.
Yeah. So I mean, first and foremost, for Ghanaians, I can say the technical know-how is there. We have a lot of people who can produce such a show.
Good.
I mean, the show wasn't done in Nigeria; it was done in UK.
Exactly.
Right. And I'm saying that if we have the resources, if the resources are available, supporting our technical know-how, we can execute this perfectly well. And you see, then it boils down to one aspect that we don't have to let go. That is the numbers. I mean, which Ghanaian artists? I know we are doing very well. I mean, the likes of Sarkodie, Medical, Stoneboy, Shatta, they are all doing very well. But let's not forget that numbers, the Nigerian market numbers in the United Kingdom and elsewhere, they are a lot. Even though you have other nations or other people coming to support, it will be very difficult and hard, unless the days of Azonto, where we got the whole African continent dancing. If this show, and I'm still looking at a Ghanaian record that maybe, because Burna Boy and all this, like, you know, Wizkid also has a show coming up at the same venue. He announced that within 12 minutes the whole 20,000 tickets gone within some few minutes. And I'm saying that these are people who have interconnected songs across the African continent, so they get the whole continent dancing. And yes, we have some 1 or 2 artists who have songs that are doing very, very well, but the days of the Azonto, where we got the whole African continent dancing, we have something that when you are putting it in a very big venue, you get everybody coming there. As to now, the technical know-how, we have it in Ghana, the resources, if it is made available, but for now I don't think, I mean, and I'm yet to look at the backroom ideas of all this event, whether or not there was sponsorship, if it was an internally generated funds that they used to do this project together. All of these things must come to play when we are discussing it.
All right, so to those who missed the introduction or the entry on the stage, Emeka is still giving a repeat of that on the screen. So whilst we are listening to the great analysis from my pundits, you can also check it out.
So I mean, so all I'm saying is that it's not also about whether we have the technical know-how or we also have the resources to do it. Those two are very important. However, ask yourself, which Ghanaian artists, and I know they are doing very well, we are doing our best to push it. This is over 20,000 capacity. 20,000.
Yeah, 20,000.
And somebody will say, yeah, we have artists who have filled the stadium in Accra, some have filled stadium in Kumasi, some have filled stadium recently. Makasio, sorry, Medical. They look at the show they put up there at the stadium, and this stadium are more than 20,000 capacity. So you can say that they are doing well in occupying our stadium here. But the point of the matter is, in somebody's land, in a fairground, 20,000 capacity such as this,
neutral grounds.
I mean, it will be very hard. It would take more than the resources. It would take more than the technical know-how. It would also have to do with the records they have out there. That also plays a very key role. Other than that, we'll do a lot of marketing. Nana of them are here, Mr. They'll bring up the logistics. Nana will the marketing ideas. All of these things would happen, and they may want to host it in the US, in Costa Rica, in UK. But if you don't have a marketable tune which cut across that everybody is yearning to come and see you, it will be difficult. Let's look at what happened. I don't want to mention the name of the event recently at UK. We saw pictures. Somebody did the drone picture, and we saw some spaces that was in between and stuff. And this was not one man artist; it was artists put together. So I am saying that the music marketing for such an international stage, we don't only need the resources, we don't only need the technical know-how. We also have to look at marketable tunes, records that would get everyone Morocco. Because this venue, you know, UK or Europe, and how the kind of African races we have. We have Nigeria, we have Moroccans there, we have Ghanaians there, we have a bit of all of these people there. But what rhythms gets to them? So the records also should be important. Recently, Burna Boy released a song. It's not even up to a week or two, featuring Don Jazzy, and look at the numbers on YouTube. Even just within weeks that he got that going. So I think we should also be looking at dreaming of this kind of concept. We also have to dream about putting up tunes that connect the product that goes out, because at the end of the day,
you would need the product first to be able to get this audience.
Thank you, Senior. That is the magic, because now, who are our biggest exports? We have Medical, we have Shatawale, we have Stoneboy, we have Sarkodie, we have all the other big names that are doing what this. For how you laugh down there. We're very mischievous.
Don't mind forcing. Don't mind forcing. I can mention the names again.
Thank you.
We have Shatawale.
Yes.
We have Stoneboy.
Yes.
We have Sarkodie.
Yes.
R2B.
Yes.
Medical. Just don't mind forcing. Mention the name again.
You know what I'm saying? So if you have all of these people and the resource, the money is there. Because for example, if we have to do a cine 4D animation of how we want to do a concept that doesn't even introduce a space like, a UFO entry, and we are conceptualizing something like, let's say, a tender strike, anything, it needs money, it needs the resources to do. Without the resources, these projects cannot happen. The execution will be a problem. Because some of the things, I'm sure, if we are doing it in Ghana or other countries other than Europe, we may have to import them there.
Yeah.
Now, if you're doing it in those venues, some of them have if you watch the BETs and stuff, some of their one venue, the setup and stage they do for just a 4 minutes, 5 minutes performance is like somebody's permanent stage that would be used throughout. And I think that the product itself, the song, the tunes out there, as we are dreaming for, some of people will come and say, we can do it. Okay, that's fine. But when the government of Ghana, like this, give 200,000 to Afrima or something awards to do all those, if this government or another government decides to invest in an outside trip to market Ghana outside as a medium to promote tourism and will give you the money, can you feel a 10,000 capacity outside? It will be very hard.
Okay, so there is something I want to ask your opinion on. When Burna Boy came out of the Spaceship, he was seen with the American flag.
Yes.
And I think, to me, that was some low blow of a thing, because you're a Nigerian, and why not? Maybe a Nigerian can also go to the space. I don't know whether it is a big deal. Whether he was not seen, why he was not seen sporting the Nigerian flag instead of the American flag.
Okay, so there are three things I noticed. First of all, before
there is a photo like that. I don't know if you can help us with that photo.
Yeah.
The photo where the American flag really was seen in the jacket he was wearing.
Did you have the chance to watch a documentary that was played, I think there was BBC or CNN before he came out? Did you see the left screen and documentary?
Yes, that one was also created as part of, yes.
Okay, so I was thinking it was a news item that were picked to give his introduction, or some news carried about him by the international media and stuff.
Yes, so the news was carried by the international media, but the personality,
yes, was spotted
wearing it.
I get that, but I'm trying to say that I didn't get a chance to see the where I watched the video. I couldn't get the sound of the documentary. But I'm saying that if the documentary is maybe CNN, let's say American CNN or ABC, that was making a story about him that makes him feel like he's the next though he's African, but maybe I don't know what the story outline is for him to come out with.
The story was just announcing the fact that someone, when they are going to space, so many stories around it.
Okay.
When they are going to space, so many stories around. So that was the story. The story that came before
they projected. Yeah.
The story before the flight.
Well, I would say possibly from where I said, I can say that possibly it's also another marketing strategy to get all of us talking. Why the post-marketing effect of the show? Because why not Nigeria? Nigeria would have been so okay. We feel proud he put an African flag there. I mean the Nigerian flag there, and we won't get so much to be talking about it. Secondly, let's not forget that the people that built the ship, the spacecraft itself that went outside. It has a lot to do with blacks. So even though whoever was the first to get on the moon was an American, the creation, there was a black person that got the Americans there first on the moon. The spaceship and all of that was created by Africans. Ghanaians played a lot of role inside. So maybe Burna is being very strategic in the American flag. And I don't know whether he's Anyways,
Emeka, I need that photo. I still would want to share that photo with those who are watching us. Remember, this is still Showbiz Agenda, and we are not doing this to spite any other person in our music space. What rather we are doing is to look at how best we can also do it. Remember, the Lady Rev just taught us something, that if you want to do it, learn how to praise others. And therefore, if someone has been able to do it, why don't we praise him? And again, we can also do it one day. So when we get that photo, I'll just show it to you. Now, Stephen Forson, I know you have been ready for this. Let me listen to you. Do we need skills or resources to be able to do what Burna Boy and his people are doing? Today, we're actually using the Burna Boy case study.
Sure. Brasami, we actually need skill first.
We need the skills first.
You need the skill first. You need the product. And after the product is ready to be sold, you need resources come together to market the product, take the product to the next level, and then that's it. In fact, it is non-negotiable. As for skill, yes, skill is the first thing that you need. The product has to be good. Don't forget, Burna Boy already has really good tunes that are jumped, throughout the whole world. I mean, everybody listens to Burna Boy's songs. But I want to talk about Burna Boy's team and how they've managed to project and even get resources, pull resources together, how they've branded him and all that, and also comment a bit on the space craft over there. I have been very interested ever since the show. I think it was on Friday. We were watching it live on Friday. Myself and Anaya or Sugar Lord, we were just watching it and admiring this, and it was just a beautiful sight to behold. Beautiful sight to behold. Burna Boy himself has this space, this kind of space interest. He likes it. I think his team wants to project Burna Boy as someone who is out of this space.
Exactly.
They want to project him as a giant. They want to project him. That's what it's on the screen now.
Okay. I think this is the photo I was looking for.
All right.
So this is a little bit of a disappointment on my part, though.
Okay.
Something like this.
I think I'll also touch on it.
You should touch on it. Okay, you should touch on it. Okay.
The reason is he mentioned NASA. He wants the thing to look as real as possible. Sometimes you may want to project your country and all that, but the truth also is that the world is a global village now, and anytime you want people to know that we are going to space, just by mentioning NASA, everybody knows
the job is done.
It is space. So sometimes we need to be more realistic than fictitious. We need to be more realistic.
Why you mean Nigerian?
Saying that it is a fiction.
There are some
sometimes being real is real. We just have to be real. It's just like telling Kukwanansu stories with white characters. It doesn't work. Let us just be real.
So what are you saying? That Nigeria can't go to space?
Yes, we haven't gone there. We shouldn't claim things we haven't.
But he Burna Boy.
Let me put it on record. I mean, sometimes we need to just speak. You see, if you say you are wearing a space suit with Ghana flag on it, everybody will see it as a joke. Nobody will actually attach seriousness. You are projecting, but you see, this is where we need to be angry and then do it, so that our children will have the right to brag with it.
Okay. When we don't have the bragging right.
No, we don't. We
haven't
ended it. When Americans were going to space, our forefathers were doing what? No. What were they doing?
Our forebears.
What were they doing?
They were helping Americans in going to space. You know the history about space. There were black people playing a major role in building it.
The black people were Americans.
They were not. Okay, well, you will say that, but why didn't you watch the Olympic Games that happened?
The black people were Americans.
They were black people. You call them Americans. They're African Americans. No, Americans.
No.
Illegal terms. They are Americans.
Let us not even trivialize this at all. Yes, your heart should be broken so that you can mend it and then come out. Your heart should be sometimes we need to provoke ourselves. We need to provoke ourselves to know how little we are. Sometimes in Africa, look, we are full of ourselves, especially in Ghana. We are so full of ourselves. Sometimes we need to tell the truth to ourselves and we tickle ourselves and laugh. And because we are laughing, we say we are happy. You get it? The truth is that we haven't gone to space.
Okay. Supply of information. The same weekend that Burna Boy was doing his show. This is from UK. Okay. It says Famia also had the show. There's one Famia also had the show. And he says that the reason why it was cancelled is here. It says Famia didn't even perform because organizers, I don't know if it's true, somebody will find out, but it says Famia couldn't perform because organizers couldn't pay him. Lots of people got bored and started fighting for a refund for their money. Manchester is West. They did some to, I'll mention that his name because it's close. It says Ghanaians abroad don't support their own. The ticket
no. See, this is what I don't like. This is what I don't like. You mentioned Famia. I don't want to mention that.
This is close. Famia there.
Is he forcing? When the artists follow? Richmond, hold it. When the artists follow the show and they hear some of these things, they get hit like, you mentioned Family, the other one there, it is close.
Because that one wasn't an immediate event. It's 2 years ago. That's why I didn't want to mention. But I said Family didn't even perform because the organizers couldn't pay him. Lots of people got bored and started fighting for a refund for their money. Manchester is West. They did the same thing to Stonebwoy some years ago. Ghanaians abroad don't support their own. Ticket was £5. They won't pay. This is why most artists end up only in London. So Famia's own, I think this is actually what happened, and they have to say the show has been postponed and stuff. So even the same weekend, we couldn't get 50 people.
No problem, I'll come there. So this is where sometimes
if you're interested, I have the organizer of the Famia show. So if you're interested,
we can find later.
So brother,
yeah, that's what I'm talking about. If Jata is interested, you can also call Famia. Oh, there is a statement out already.
Yeah. Okay. Young missionary.
In fact, now we are interested. Let's finish with this.
Okay, so brother, as I was saying, Burna Boy, why space? Why the space craft?
Drift, yeah.
You know, the whole, that whole space orientation is to portray Burna Boy as something out of this world. He's some superficial being. He's a giant. He's big. And Burna Boy, don't forget, Burna Boy has a record label called the Spaceship Collective.
Oh, okay.
That's his record label.
Oh, okay.
It's called the Spaceship Collective. It's in Nigeria. It is both a record label and a publishing company. So that's Burna Boy's record label in Nigeria. So if you see anything, this whole space thing is not today. They only brought this space thing to put some more light on his company and also on his personality as a space, as a personality that is out of this space.
Good.
And I appreciate the thoughtfulness. I dream a cool, sikanso ayeden akum. But if you look at it, well, in fact, Oshesika, considering amount of money, JJ, being meaning can almost just saying $270 per person. Or they multiply 20,000. Now we are number $5.4 million. For the night. And yet joke. Uyimu kakra. Edi sorted out O2 arena honey. Workers about honey idea. So Burna Boy.
How much are you
talking about? 5.4 million. Who's having the amount for Sika they will calculate it. Because it motivates you. It motivates you to also to look for some. You understand? It's a motivation. $5.4 million. Dollars, not cedis. I beg you. Dollars. So this is what is happening out there. This is the money in the industry. See, these are some of the things we need to mention some of these things too. This is the kind of conversation we should be having to entice rich people in our communities, in our society, in Ghana, to think that, to also know that this industry is not the way people make it look like. There's actually money in it.
Yeah.
And that if you invest well,
you can
actually
right,
make money. If you invest right and invest well, you can actually make money. We need to have this kind of discussions and conversation.
Okay.
But until we do that, you see for what your music better on roofing sheets.
Okay, so this is a logo of
the Spaceship Entertainment.
The Spaceship Entertainment.
The Spaceship Entertainment is the mother company, and under it is the Spaceship Records, and then the Spaceship Publishing. Publishing. You get it. So Nina Eshim.
Okay.
It's something that I really admire about these Nigerians, and I must say a very big kudos to Burna Boy's mother. That woman is just amazing. I mean amazing. Sorry, that's Ogulu Bose Ogulu, Burna Boy's mother, and the sister is the head of creative for the same company. So it's a
the
family.
Sister is the head of creatives.
Yes, and the mother is the manager.
Okay,
and the mother's father was Fela Kuti's first manager. The mother's father is Fela Kuti's, first manager, and it's a big family of musicians, including Fela Kuti himself, and even Stevie Wonder. Did you ever know Stevie Wonder and Burna Boy were related?
I didn't know that.
I'm not joking.
Yes.
So there's something I have read about. You see, we need to. Won't say Obia is successful. I don't just. Sometimes you need to study a bit and then you learn, because I want to know how are these people doing all these big things. It should be genetic. It should have come from somewhere. There should have been some sacrifice somebody did somewhere along the line.
Just pushing the rest.
Which is pushing. It's all about narrative. How are we portraying Burna Boy out there? Now Burna Boy has been pushed out there for the whole world to know that one, he is a giant. He's the African giant. Yeah. Now he's the African spaceman.
Yeah.
You see how they did the whole space.
Yeah.
If you don't have that engineering technical eye, you won't know. You would think he even came from that.
And he said he was not in the spaceship.
He wasn't in it. He wasn't in it. That then he wasn't in it.
So what was that then?
Oh, he came from underground. Hence the smoke. That smoke that came there. If they actually wanted to portray him coming out of it,
he would have come directly from the
without
craft.
the smoke.
Okay.
But that would have even given us more aesthetics than the smoke.
All right. So let's do it graphically. Forcing the graphic lecturer is taking us through this.
I'm an engineer.
Oh, the engineer rather is taking us through this. So this is you said this is a drone. What we are seeing that is a
It is not. It is a drone, and yes,
it's a drone.
Yes.
So Burna Boy was not in this.
No, he wasn't in it.
Okay.
I mean, structurally, he couldn't be in this.
And maybe he was lying.
So, and I will not be surprised. You see, I'm saying it not on authority because I haven't talked to the team. I'm saying this from my engineering point of view. How I would also do the same thing.
Okay.
Is to use a powerful drone and then cover it, do this design, a paper design which is light around it, such that the drone can still fly.
Would the drone fly when it is covered? Because I know
because there's still some of it can still fly because there's still some amount of air
in there. Okay.
You get it. Yeah, there's still some amount of air in there. You know, I don't know how they did it, but this is how I will try my best to achieve the same result. So as it came down, watch down there. There's this hole down there.
Yeah, I see a hole.
There's a
hole
black
there.
hole down there. That's where Burna Boy, I'm sure, came from. So the smoke, just when he was about to touch down,
so much smoke came. Yeah, the smoke effect.
And then he was pushed up.
Okay.
Exactly.
Okay. So this is the smoke. So that when he comes out, when he's coming from that hole, he wouldn't be seen.
So after Burna Boy comes to stand there, you see that hole is covered now.
Yeah.
It is no longer there.
Yeah.
You know, this is where event organizers work with engineers.
So once again, the scale.
And
okay, so that hole now gets covered.
Exactly. We have very talented guys in Ghana who do this kind of fabrications.
I know.
Kevin is one of them. There's this big guy Kevin. Yes, very very talented guy. He has a team that can make it rain on stage alone. That can do this and do that and that. You remember Bradford Paimoka's concert? We had to portray that there are two big tape nibi.
Yeah.
And
the cassette shape.
He designed this and we made it happen. If you see the pictures, it looks as if it was actually a tape. And it was just like that. So this kind of creativity has to come in our industry space and all that. Cover screen media, and I must say kudos to Three Music. Three Music Awards.
Sadiq and his people.
Sadiq and his team, they did amazingly well on their set. They are doing well. Sadiq, woman a chance. Never seen in space.
Yeah.
If you give Sadiq chance and resources,
I know Sadiq too is a hard guy.
He's a dreamer, and dreamers are the people who do these kind of things. You get it. Resources needed here, but this industry, as I was saying outside there just a few minutes ago, the industry hasn't given enough reason to investors to invest in. This industry hasn't given enough reason to investors to come and invest in.
Okay.
Because we haven't been too profit oriented. We haven't been too profit oriented, and the so-called people who front events in this country haven't given event investors a very good name.
Okay.
Somebody comes to put his money in, by the time you realize, they won't think about how the ROIs, how to get the investors' money back,
on investment,
so that business can continue. The sustainability of business. It's all about somebody getting money and then going away, forgetting about the fact that
the person who brought the money would want it back with some
back, so
profit.
that it will happen again.
Yeah.
Even if he breaks even, cry, he knows that
I got the same amount
together,
back.
But if you don't take care, your money will not come back. So people who really wanted to invest, like someone like Asamoah and the rest, who bought Asamoah has a lot of logistics. Asamoah logistics or Mukota.
Wow.
I'm not joking.
And I'm sure by now they are
gathering I know
dust
someone
somewhere.
told me, and these line arrays, they are not a joke. Line array back to Assassin, but could be 24,000. Soon to be there to us 24, multiply 24,000 by 24. That's the money we are talking about. Subs next one. But could make 45,000 Ghana cedis. To once you subs 18 days, calculate it and give me my change. And people joke about it as if It is nothing. Oh, look, people as Samoja and Yama Kofabego. I'm reliably informed. Obi are not in the ejuma. I catch them say, boys, no, we are. We are say, Nani or like it is funny. We discourage investors too much. We do that. Microphone.
And the same people will come crying.
Microphone. 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 When anybody tells now microphone 20, now I 5. And it's not like microphone is cheap. It's not like it's cheap. So this kind of discouragement in the industry, people who actually wanted to do it, no, pull it back. You get it? People love the industry. People want to do it. Obi to make hire a whole fee, not the ama band for some months. Name na money rehearsals. Obi do it na amaskata. Ejuma negu. Na investment now with this share mono. I ashe.
Enti so big na chino share ni pakona. Ononso ma meyebi.
Exactly. On meyebi because we who say ninia abodwe she. Enu kwanso onso de na abodwe san kwa
she. Epo no akojina.
What I say? So these are some that Nigeria have given reason to their investors to keep investing. And whoever invested in Wizkid, whoever invested in Burna Boy, whoever invested in Davido, say Davido put there on the edge. He's a billionaire's son, but the guy still has worked. Whoever is investing in all these guys, they are getting their money back. Because whichever money you invested in Burna Boy, but now Burna Boy might have made you $5.4 million.
Thank you. All right, his name is Stephen Forson. He is the CEO of iPro Solutions and Create Concept. We are going to watch another performance, and when I come back, Nana Aredu and Yao Gray would surely end this discussion for us to move on into the next one, because Richmond has increased our interest in the Families show that was cancelled. We'll be going to UK to find out some more. What really happened that we cannot talk about ours? What is happening? What is going down? For real, Mingsa is sharing this with me. Sami, truly, he came from underground. Same thing I planned for Shatter, one of his shows, but they could not pay. Oh, how? Okay, so let's watch this show. Let's watch this performance. We'll come back to continue the discussion.
Let me Because I swear to God,
and Forsen is giving all the applause. Forsen is sitting in the studio clapping. Now I'm thinking about those who were in the auditorium. Once again, I see increased numbers of this event being shown on our social media pages. Let me announce that we are not doing this to spite anybody, but rather celebrating the success of others, at the same time telling our people that we can also do it. Be encouraged. You can also do it. Nana Aredu, come through. Once again, is it the skill or resources we're looking for?
Sam,
I know people are really following. Therefore, let's tell them that we are not doing this to spite any artist or anybody in Ghana. Yeah. We're doing this to just encourage ourselves that we can also do it. We are celebrating the success of Burna Boy today. We can also do it one day. Nana, take your time.
This conversation is very interesting. I've learned a lot.
I know.
I've listened to Richmond, Mr. Forsen, maybe my conversation will be a bit different. I think that we have the product, we have the resources, we have the skills. To me, as Nana Yaredu, who doubles as an event guy, you know, all the things. I mean, you know the things I do. I'm not a guy that talks about most of the things I've done in the past. I think we have the skill, we have the resources, we have the products, we have the artists. What we don't have, to me, 4 things. 1, time investment. 2,
time investment.
2, appreciating the art of the artist, or the creativity around the things that we do as creative industry in Ghana. 3, lack of knowledgeable hands. 4, employment culture as Ghanaians. So let me start like this. What do I mean by time investment? The show you see there, tickets were announced last year. You can check there. If I'm lying, somebody can check. These guys, I mean, I've worked on a festival before, so I know how thinking. We planned a festival 1.5 years before we announced the festival dates. Time investment. Getting the team to work on the thing, the event, what you want to achieve. Like in theory, making sure that everything that you are thinking of will make sense. It's what sets events outside Ghana and events in Ghana. Kroma ebe event yen chimpompe adverts ana a sponsor na time na rien na aka 2 months.
Yeah.
Also planning events, planning ticket sales, planning marketing tools. Unya effect way.
Media promotions.
Media promo. But these events take time. Sometimes a year out. Westgate, do you know why they announce ticket sales earlier? Maybe 6 months, 8 months ahead of time, to release the burden of looking for investment to fuel the ideas that they want to do. Like I said, I work on Afro Nation and learned a lot as head of PR, working with foreign media houses, and how I learned how coordination is done a year ahead. I could tell you the number of media men who were coming to Afro Nation from outside Ghana a year ahead. A year. The number, if I say, oh, okay, Zylofon, a year ahead, they had already booked. CNN had already booked. 5 people are coming. They send their names, where they will sleep, what they require from us, what we also require from them. A year. Press releases, everything is put in place. So once the event organizer says, Afro Nation ticket sales out now, everything is in motion. They plan into details the number of dollars that will be spent on Instagram promo, on digital promo, Instagram, Facebook. It's into detail on paper. It's there. Everybody's job is described properly. Sammy Flex, your job is that you talk about it 5 times a day. Yeah, announcing you. But everybody that has to be part of the thing, time has gone into it. Until everybody is okay and gives a clear hand to say, let's go. Like for instance, logistics. We are using Crate. A year ahead, you can ask every Ghanaian artist that was booked for Afro Nation. They were booked a year ahead. Some of them were booked 9 months, 8 months. Some of them 11 months ahead of Afro Nation.
Taken care of and all.
Anyway, so Crate Lounge. And see, what do you have that?
So the things you don't have, no,
we
you
can
try
provide.
And get it before.
Afro Nation brought things that were brought from outside here. That's when I don't know if you ever came to the event. The things that people came to, so people were like, wow, even sand, next year, beach sand. Afro Nation, we plowed Laboma. So you plow and clean it 5 times. Detailing, time investment is what is beating us in this country. And yes, you need resources. No, come on, we've seen events that we've put up in this country. SAC did the Sikh concert. Yeah. Look at where he went to stand for the opening performance. Look at that. Imagine that SAC and his team, King Promise and his team, Stoneboy and his team, Sugar Lord and his team, they have 1 year investment ahead of them to say, take your time and plan an event. 1 year out. Whiskey has already sold out their O2. Yeah. Now what they are doing is they are fixing the troubles and the loopholes. That's all they are doing. They don't have time to come and look for sponsor, come and look for ticket sales. How do we sell it? Now you won't pay me my event to Chroma. Me try me not coming 2 weeks to the event. 2 weeks. After all my ideas that Charlie, I think I went to see some guys who were doing the stage, and I drew my stage to them, and I asked these guys, I asked them a year out, can we achieve this stage? The guy said yeah, and he gave me the code. Then I went around looking for the sponsors. Money, now. Yeah. Charlie, you come meeting back meeting in 2 weeks. Now I can't do the stage I've planned to do. I have to reduce that stage idea to a normal stage that will cost me 4,000. That I can pay. It's time management. It's time investment that kills us. Like Rapperholic at a stadium. It can be 3 times of this if a certain corporate sponsorship says a year out, plan the event.
Bring it to me a year out. You don't have to worry about the bits, the little things of the event. We will take care of it. Yours is to your team, get the experts on board. Everybody is paid from day 0 to achievement. You saw the event Kanye West put at Chicago. I'm listening.
It didn't just happen. No, experts are on board.
Charlie, I saw videos of that one too, and Charlie crazy.
So, Sammy, make nobody lie to us that in Ghana we can produce this. It's just time investment that is killing us.
What's your second point?
Appreciating the art.
Good.
Now, you see, we are here and we are talking about the art that has been done. The whole movement of the spaceship and all that. You know, when you go and sit in front of an investor, a sponsor, and you paint the same art to the person, right? In Ghana, Obebu Abim. I'm not saying it out of someone's experience. I'm saying it out of my own experience. I wanted to do a surround sound for screen from a foyer of the National Theatre. You've been at my event before. I wanted to put 57 screens at the theater and tell a story with it. I wanted to mount a stage that writes M with screens in Ghana. I sat in front of an investor. I painted I showed the 3D effect of what we want to do and everything. I said, no, this thing it don't make sense. What are you talking about? You want to fly a spaceship at the O2, and then what will happen? My guy, put normal stage, put screen. Take 10,000, put screen. Get people to come. People who have financial support. I know about the ROIs, the return on investment. That's what I'm talking about. I'm talking about the people that fuel some of these things, appreciating the talent and the artistry that goes into it. It's what gives people like this the vim to go ahead and create the magic that you see. It's very simple. I mean, I'm sure that Seek, for instance, saw what Sarkodie pitched to them, and they were like, wow, we can produce this thing for you. And I'm sure Sark probably would have told them that, hey, I want to go and stand at the Black Star thing at the Independence Square, and that would be the opening shot. And the guy was like, wow, that's artistic, that's dope. I'm telling you, 8 out of 10 people here who are supposed to forward that idea will tell you, oh, ubeti me, unko jana ya den, and send me bahu, ube say, tell it, Branoma, Jamaic, brass stage. It limits us. Appreciating the art. I've seen people come at us and say, Ghana Music Awards, they can't do three different the stages. Who told you they can't do that? Charterhouse is an agency. They produce some of the best events that you go to, but they just don't put their name because it's for corporate people. So if the people who are following Charterhouse appreciate the art and they want to expand it, they can allow them to do that.
Exactly so.
So the other problem is appreciating the art that comes with it. My other point is knowledgeable hands.
Yeah.
When you go and pitch an event to Mr. Forsen, he has knowledge in what I am saying. He agrees with me in principle. Maybe in applying it is when he will bring his expertise. You saw how he was able to point out the thing that, oh no, the guy come from the spaceship. Okay, Nana, the idea, the screen we go feed them. But Nana, if we hang this screen, because of the mathematics behind it, bet me artists no. Yes. This is what happens in our system. The investor will give you people who are not knowledgeable in the art
to deal with.
You see how I'm shaking? Because it's frustrating.
Yeah, I know there isn't happening.
Like the investor will give you people who have zero idea in the art, who cannot contribute to the forward thinking of the art. If you're going to criticize my art and my creativity, contribute to the criticism. Don't criticize me and then you put a stop to it. You block creativity. So the guy who is going to pitch, let me use Nabil Al-Hassan for instance. Here I've gone to meetings, I've started in meetings with him, I've heard some of the ideas that they have shared, big ideas for instance. And then Yama one person omuye. Now we share investment ebekom nipa na mano. Yesi amao arrow no manage business no one take the way and say nti ko na say muko pitch meeting na or downplay nyama no. Na or downplay nyama no.
Because ono sikana ne boss bet you and no odwen ho.
Then at the end of the day, they will tell you that we have to make sure that we cut down on expenses.
Cut down budget.
Then the event comes out and it's nya. Then people will say, oh, move it in the crowd, anya de. That's another problem. The knowledge, you see, we don't have problem as Ghana entertainment industry. I keep telling people, now people are learning. Sammy, Ubia or event, Sebio, Kelvin or event
Guide Africa.
Yeah. I was now or you know. She sent a small boy and he moving from one place to the other, trying to make his event better. So every event organizer, whether promoter, they are all learning. It is the people that are given to us to supervise the investment. They are the ones that cause us some of these things. Believe me, Mr. Forsen was doing the maths, 5.4 million.
Yeah. You
can go to an investor and do the maths. So, when he's done, he will give you 3 people to deal with. Those 3 people, they don't believe that you can even get that $5.4 million. So, no, not only nas or this kind of bar. Next in the bottom, tell you for go buy new. Oh, but the new, some no finish for here. Use the one for here, bruh. We have the skills. We have the resources. We have the people who can deliver. We have good products. You can't tell me that we can't pull a show together at even look at our venues limiting us. In 2015, Tigo Music Ghana meets Nigeria. You saw the stage setup.
Yeah.
You saw what Empire have been doing in Ghana for 10 years with Ghana meets Nigeria. You've seen ideas. You've seen people create the most out of the little venues that we have. Our venues that don't allow us to be creative. But you've seen what people can do when you want to move the event from the venue that will give you comfort to an uncomfortable venue, and an investment must come in. They give you people who frustrate you, so you end up doing the same thing. Unfortunately, every Ghanaian can feel an ode to this show. I've been saying it, I'll say it again. If you put Shatta, you put Sack, you put Stone, King Promise individually, and you put the machinery that Burna Boy had behind us, you bet 20,000 amana broso. It's the fact that they are going alone. They don't have investment. They don't have any vehicle to take them there. They're doing it by themselves. The people who are giving them the small support have put in some POP hands around them. The guy will not open his arm. He's frustrating the artist. The artist teams cannot even be creative. Marketing wise, he will not open the budget wise. He's just holding on to the money. If Stonebwoy did the Yam Festival and had this over 20,000 crowds singing his name, only same people can they pull up at the O2? They can. It's just an investment.
They can if you attract them.
They will come. Events here, a hype. Events here, a good promo and hype. Because you see, every artist get hit somewhere. Every artist for Ghana, it get hit somewhere. This thing you're talking about Azonto. Sarkodie has how many songs of Azonto song? About 10.
Okay.
My last point. I think say, and look, I want to hear me more about some of the things are employment culture as Ghanaians. I do respect that Ghanaians love to work. I do respect that we want to be active. However, we don't know how to be employed. I have employed a lot of young people at One Play Africa. All be paid jumano inside than inside pacho. Oh boss, me bed juma 8 a.m. Me about 5. I mean me fear 6 p.m. No sign agreement. Right? Now one man job description. Now one man baby are unsupervised on. After 2 weeks, he cannot account for things that have been given to him or her, and everything becomes bizarre. So there's a lack of consistency or the lack of transition of culture in achieving success over success, because the guy was looking for a job. He was hungry. Accommodino. Or by Juma 1 month, he tried to car 2,000 like habit on your account. Since then, that time, or your organ, or to me, fact 3 years, a boss, a top credit. In there.
I thought cheesy pizza momudi.
And she said, also was say you been in so advert about events in this one. One you being because no also pay assistant.
Yeah.
It doesn't happen like that elsewhere. No, it's true.
Or not a assistant.
Me say when we were planning Afro Nation, one of the things I learned that these Nigerians, they work like there's no time. Sammy, see, you have one guy who is called Smade, who is a promoter, who puts together all the artist bookings, and he's not sleeping. He is not looking for an assistant at his level. He's on the street himself, talking to the car drivers. Hello, Burna Boy. Yes. Hello, Burna Boy has an event coming up at the O2. You have to get your tickets now. He is sharing the flyer himself on the street. This is what happens to us. Somebody saw me holding camera recently and editing. He said, hey, now age I will do now and I will see a camera. Employment culture as Ghanaians. Well, per jumana nensagu ninsayem.
Jumane ba
after 1 month. That's how Jini salary.
Okay, so I'm 7 a.m.
That be or no back
too early.
Also traffic or cancel. You know, he was talking about losing things. I have worked with people and I was supervising a group of people and we were managing a band. And you know, band work is not easy. And I was telling the guy that listen, keep these things, because you see, without these things, we can't play a show. Sammy, you bought gig back, you call 1 month trip by and I call ya sign 10,000. Oh, to ne sumo ko no. Hey, on even you. We say, na my go back when oh na yao. I better go a park give Enoch. What am I give? Before was it Enoch who was parking the microphones?
Yeah.
Now you bought a car, so if you see employment culture is one thing that's also killing us as Ghanaians.
Thank you. My people have spoken all the wisdom. Yo, the artist, the dress, I now hear Mobo Kakra. I'm not pressure in now goose because one can hear all your artist. But the empon, can I empon?
Yeah, Brasame, I think I'm with Nanayao. waka ebi ni omem bebre. I think sir, yes, we do have the resource, we have the skills. What we lack is the attitude.
And see,
Ghanaians don't want to see a Ghanaian move, but the same Ghanaian will turn around and come and ask you why you're not moving. Ghanaians don't want to see, like, comments be bra mekan wa ha no. Mereho.
Comments now reading.
You get people who are asking, say, you guys are talking too much about Nigerians. Such same people na what the Ghana artists case in Subetina Hanumo na oka uplift you more. They'll tell you, say, Charlie Ghana boys no rich, or may they learn from the Nigerians. It's wow, massa commenting, move up in the same.
Yeah, over there, I jam. I'm a new obey mistake. Over there, jam, I beg you.
Some attitude in a problem. All I'm trying to say is, do we really want to see any Ghanaian artist where we see Burna Boy standing?
Yeah, we want to.
AFA, we will say yes, but it ends at yes. We don't care if you get there, but if you get there, we ask you, how did you get there? And if you don't really want to tell us how you got there, then you are also not being fair. Corona yetimono, obia person who say, adieno edu eyefe, but nobody really cares how it is done. Where Burna Boy is a conscious effort. Again, normally to who normally see and it's been years more planning idea. Let a Ghanaian artist, which I know the Ghanaian artists are doing it and pushing. Let a Ghanaian artist start letting you know, say, okay, I'm thinking outside the box. This is what I'm trying to do. And on better program way so non kasa no my idea about show or baby. Watching Burna Boy show, there's only two wow factor. That drone thing and who Nigerians have sold how they've sold Burna Boy to the world. These two things are crowd may go on say say can no Ghanaian artist can give 20k. You ever say my Jimmy my brother young analysis be one. Way. Let's take this show that Burna Boy just did. Let's say people went for the show because they know who Burna Boy is and what he's capable of. Let's wake up today and say, we are going to do something in O2 Arena with Sammy Forsen.
Steven Forsen.
Mr. Steven Forsen. But
it happens.
As something you know, say, maybe our up and coming artist works in outside of her. My plan and they say, okay. Burna Boy got this because the works were out there, so people are coming to cheer up with what they think they know. How about a show nobody really knows who the artist is, what he's capable of, for about a whole 4 or 5 months? Advertise.
In fact, we should not even forget the fact that the guy just won Grammys.
But me, what I had to say, baby, any. Bibi at the baby and see say we're working for. But let's take somebody you have to say Mami use medical. Compare to Senya Omaton we Burna Boy Amariaseno medical air climbing. Then all of a sudden you see ya pese yama medical eboshu ewo O2. I feel no more better and you went to Manya Wagana. Okay, yamfa Ghana again and don't change. Say ye promotino ewo ebia UK ho nenimbo babia ye yedede with the mind say who is this? That is all we want. Do you want to tell me say we won't get inquisitive 20,000 people to come and sit down to watch?
Yeah,
that's how it is done.
Yeah,
it's not about saying nipanosu. It's how they work it. And are Ghanaians really prepared say they can back such a thing? The same Ghanaians will start going online and say, but the boy self, you don't win anything, you don't do anything. See, you people, you be funny when they can't put up for O2. Yeah. But you better try and once I catch her and say, you see a fee a bimu. Ghana is the only place where I tell you this story before. I met a Nigerian in a studio. He listened to my song, asked me one question. So, is this your song? I said yes. He said, I wish my money is in. I'm telling you, I'm a game man, but I'm waiting for some money. But when that money comes, I want to take it to Nigeria and we are going to do something. I want to rent 3 Hammer, 4 Range Rovers. Make the put motorcade in front of you. Make you parade for street. I just want me to ask, say, now who be this? Make the talk, say, a rapper from Ghana. And I go push you. And when you get there, make sure, say, you go get to places. I go get you to places. And when we meet somebody like Genevieve, just tell them, say, na me be your manager. Genevieve keke opeso ushiano. Shemfaso amenya. Ghana, I will catch you bimpo say mpacho bomebosia 5,000 video. Jamu what Jimmy? You new fee photo to photographer no. Transition no Ghana cry ye. Anya easy say obetima ko school catch you up say mpese me ye photographer. Because only no na photo chubuzanga ne
bag na say
no kon. I try sorry for no some bepon no twetwa photo still no sa adwin na dani team nti wa wo so be camera ne sa ne o man no nyansa ben na da team in a generation ye din yin yet had mu say. So that comes to my question, do we really want to see us get here? And why do we turn around and ask us again, say, why are you not there? So it's our attitude. I don't think, say, we don't have what it takes to get here, because your knowledgeable Ghanaians are, to be frank, I know some Ghanaians who are really doing good and they are big. They are big out there, but they don't want anything Ghanaian to be associated with, say, me realize some here Ghana for them here, come back home. If Ghanaians just know this, you trend to be like, no.
That's not what they want.
Sure. Minim Ghanaian beer, what top charts with Europe, Billboard ni bibiao. Ohumen jum keke, or a minister biba, former minister biba, bofi Ghana no sir, and wako pie Germany. Germany no, or one of the biggest stars ever ho. Nyama mi hu say, enya grow no odini ye. Mini obi kasa, broni kasa ever Germany. I just don't know how it happened. He sent me the guy's video. Say, ope guy we njompa onim se guy ne Ghana ni o send ma me na me bo nipa ni din che ne say akwa we ni. How did you know him? Oka chem say my mom and dad used to listen to him. So this Ghanaian no me pese me de ne ba Ghana ni enye bibi no unim no oka chere me say oba Ghana be 15 years ago no oba your person ye interview member radio station or general radio station enim na down for no say, oh, I know, let's say Sammy Flex, so I want to take you there. Sammy Flex show no obe koso no or no na down for no man na down for ni sika o but share ya na down for no kan sika e de ama presenter no no cancel interview na me say no cancel no say no, they have to pay me. Enjom ke kamene ye no obisa me say beat no why dia na me say me boy bi na boy beat ni maame o se se mam ti ase ma wantua engineer ne car o ma yen record ejuma ni so ayeye no se meti ase na nwom no onu ni label ni be releases dia ene oben so be yen na me hu say education no ye di agro okroma han mu say e Ghanaian no me di nature bloggers about 4. Yo bro, just start talk about this guy. You see what will happen. He told me, Obia, like, I'm say, oh yeah, big.
No, if I pay before.
That's it. But Uni, Sandy Power in Sunu, feel say, oh, who say, baby, you feel again in one. If anybody's watching, you can just type Nana. He's a German hip hop artist. And go and watch shows he performs. So, I mean, I can say it's your tour in Europe. and me biafa Ghana ho a on person betting because your business mind and attitude bia ne company ni oye bia no entirely. So I think say your attitude intina ya wa hanom no